Hi, how are you doing? In this video I'm going to try and demonstrate to you how to use the Microsoft Translator app. I think this is a really cool app if you've got, say, a cohort of students with multiple different languages that you can't communicate in. Now, for whatever reason, Microsoft have created this as a mobile phone app, so you have to start the session going with a mobile phone. Now it's available totally for free, and you can get it for Android and you get it for the iOS iPhone operating systems. I'm going to demonstrate it to you now on a Android phone. So you see, this is my personal phone and I've already downloaded this app, so I don't hopefully need to show you how to do that sort of thing yourself. I'm going to get to load it. It's called Translator. I might sort of provide a link for it in the descriptions somewhere below this video, but as you can see, once it loads up, it's a very simple thing to operate. You've only got 4 buttons. I think it's really meant for tourists, people who are on holiday in a strange city and they need to be able to communicate with people when they're away. But the button I want to bring to your attention is this one in the right hand side, because what's cool about this is that when you set this going, it actually allows you to independently talk into more than one device. So it's the image with the 2 heads that are talking to one another. So I touch that to start, and it gives you now this option to either join an existing conversation or to start a new one. Now in my case I'm going to start a new one, and I've given it my name already. You don't want to see me type that sort of stuff in, and I've said that my language is English. Having done that, I'm going to click the enter to start the session going, and now it's going to give me a screen with a lovely QR code. So if you were delivering this live, either over the internet using Teams or Zoom, you could show this screen, show this to your camera, or take a screenshot and allow the participants in the meeting to join using that link. You could also give it the web link, so translate.it, as you can see at the bottom, there's a nice QR code. Or alternatively, you could have your app and use the 5-digit code that you can see there. I'm going to sort of try and set up a screen. It's quite confusing to operate it, so excuse me if I fluff some of this next bit. So let me just show you my next screen, and I'll try and explain to you what I've got running here. So on the left hand side you can see the mirror of my mobile phone, and on the right hand side I've actually got my web browser loaded onto the web app version. Now, say you can't start one of these sessions using the web app, which is a bit unfortunate, but having got it started, we can now take some of this information, like you see there. I'm going to take that and I'll pop that into the first box, HYPXU. I'm going to type in my alternative name, so I'm going to say I'm going to be Paolo. Paolo is my French alter ego, so I'm going to say that Paolo speaks French. Now, just sort of point out to you that there are literally hundreds of languages that this app supports, but the main sort of the dominant languages, shall we say, are all supported so that both parties can speak to their device and it naturally transcribe it, as well as typing their questions. So having sorted that out, we've now got Paul on the mobile phone, we can see it appearing on the left hand side, and Paolo on the laptop device appearing in the right hand side. So I'll start the conversation going now. So I've set up my mobile phone, so I have to press the button once to do the talking. That's really to facilitate being able to do this video. I think by default it comes where you have to press the button and only talk when the button is pressed. Well, let me just show you straight away how I'm going to demonstrate. So I'm going to say, so start the voiceover going, and from this point onwards all of my transcription is being done in English. English for me as Paul, and as you can see on the right hand side, it's also being translated into French for Paolo. Now I'm just going to stop it from transcribing so it doesn't get us too confused. What's really super cool about this is that in the dominant languages, Paolo, in this case French, has the option to be able to speak in French and it appear in English on Paul's version of the screen. So I'm just going to say, Je m'appelle Paul. Hopefully you can see that it's translated my very bad schoolboy French and transcribed it into French for Paolo and transcribed it into English for Paul. Now, as I say, this can actually be done in let's say languages from Arabic to Zulu, and it's going to be quite difficult for me to try and demonstrate it with more than just me and my alter ego on screen. But rest assured, if you had a cohort that had, say, French, German, Italian, Spanish, they could all talk and the subtitles appear in their native language. Now, with some of the options there is also an option so that you can actually have a computer voice generating what is actually being spoken, so the whole thing can be done just by listening to it. I'm afraid that is just beyond my ability to be able to present to you in this video. Hopefully though, what I've shown you is of use, and give me a buzz if you find it useful. I'll try and do another video like this in the future. Until then, see you soon. Bye.